Welcome everyone to Chat with Sandy and Karen. I'm so excited to introduce my friend Emmy Lilou, and she is from Belgium, and she is, gosh, we've known each other for over a year now, and we started with our TED Talk, right?
Yes.
Yes. Well, Emmy, thank you for coming on and chatting with us on our little podcast. And Sandy, and how are you doing? How are you both doing?
I'm doing fine. We're having a lockdown for the COVID, but the weather is nice and there's a lot to do. So I continue working.
And say hi, Karen. Hi, Emmy. Got your drinks?
It's a digital coffee today.
Oh, that's good. Sweden, the numbers are going high, and they're running out of tests.
In Sweden?
Yeah. So we think we've got it. Me and my husband, we think we got it. We had sore throats, dry throats, runny nose. We had he lost his taste and smell. I lost my smell. I had this headache, which, oh my God, I thought my head was just going to explode. And called the doctors and I said, I can't book a PCR test. How do I know if I've got it? They said, yeah, the nurse who does the test is sick.
Oh no.
And then they said, by next week, it's going to be too late. And I said, yeah. But yeah, we don't know if we've had it. And they've just run out.
Wow. Yeah, they're starting to talk about developing. Well, they have quick tests that supposedly within 15 minutes they know. So I don't know what kind of I don't know how widespread those tests are, but that way you don't have to wait a week to get results to see if something that you're obviously you guys seem to have recovered well. I'm very thankful for that. That was kind of scary. Were your children sick too? Your son lives with you, right?
Yeah, no, they were good.
Mm.
But there's no one. We went shopping, nobody with a mask. Nobody wears masks. It's just me and my daughter. We're the only ones wearing it. We're like, what's happening in Sweden? And it was overcrowded. I just couldn't do it.
Oh, yeah. Well, your experience in Italy tells you a lot more than, what you're seeing now.
Yeah,
How to be safe.
Emmy, you must be, I think if you were here, you'd be shocked.
You survived Italy for 6 months. And then you go to Sweden, you get COVID.
I didn't put it that way.
You've been in Bergamo and you didn't get COVID. You go to Sweden, you get COVID.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That is kind of amazing, isn't it? Mm.
How's it going with you though, Emmy?
I try to be careful. I wear a mask when I go to school, when I go to the shop. I try to stay at home as much as possible. But when the weather is fine, I go for a walk with my daughters, and I haven't had any cold. I haven't had any flu, so I'm happy.
Yes. I mean, that's good. I'm happy too.
Yeah, but how was your Thanksgiving, Karen?
Oh, it was a lot of fun, and it was different this year. It was so different this year, not just because of COVID, but and I was telling Emmy earlier that normally if I host something, I want it to be just right, and I try to get everything timed down, and the food has to all be done at the right time so you can set it on the table and everyone sits at and I just kind of really stress about the details. But this year, not so much. I just really tried to enjoy the day. I tried to enjoy it with them, and it was low key, and we told jokes, and we laughed, and we cried, and we talked about family and things that were important to us, and it was really it was a wonderful day. That this Thanksgiving was probably way up there on one of my favorites.
Did your sons not make it?
Pardon? No, they are actually have a cold. They are sick. So after we ate, we took and made a care basket for them and put tons of food in it and then put it in a bag, and we drove to their apartment, and I put it on the porch and knocked, and then we ran back to our car. So they were able to have some of the food with us, but they stayed away because they weren't really sure what they had. They were feeling bad. So I'm trying to contact them now to make sure they're still okay. And they're 23. They're young men. I don't know how well they take care of themselves. Mom wants to make sure they're feeling okay. So we'll see. Hopefully they're better by now. But they didn't have fever that day, so that's a good thing. It's crazy. Some of the things that sound important and feel important are not as important when the day gets here.
Emmy, so your school is open?
We're in code red, which means that 25% of the students can come to the school, and a maximum of 10 students in every class. So what we did is those students who follow courses like computer science and languages, they stay at home, they get online lessons, and technical students, they can come to school and they can follow the courses at school.
Oh.
But 25% of what you have normally in your school building, that is really few. So it's quiet. The hallway is empty. You don't see any teachers chatting when they open their lockers. You don't see students walking through the hallway. The classes are half empty. And the parking spot is empty. So it's strange. It's really strange. So I hope the end of the year comes soon and it will be a better year next year and we can all come back to school.
How long is the lockdown for?
Now it's up till the 1st of February, and the government will have a evaluation January 15th.
So what's happening over Christmas?
We're closed. So we have 3 weeks from now till the Christmas holidays, and then 2 weeks Christmas holidays, and in January they take their exams and we start new courses.
Oh, okay.
So I hope everything goes well in January. Otherwise, I am afraid that students won't enroll for a new course.
Yeah. What's it like though? Can you mix within households?
Here in Belgium, no.
Christmas is going to be quiet for you.
Yeah. So you can have Christmas in your own family. If somebody is alone, he can invite 2 friends or 2 families. That's all. But no mixing families, no inviting friends, no.
Wow.
No hairdressers, no sports, but we can go to the swimming pool. And the shops will be open from December 1st, but only few people can come to the shop. The rest is have to wait outside of the shop, and even in the large malls, there will be a queue to monitor how many people are inside of the mall. So it won't be fun shopping.
Amazon has replaced me.
Here in Belgium,
her best friend, but she said Amazon's her best friend.
Here in Belgium, there are so many packages delivered by bpost and PostNL and so on. They can't keep up anymore with it. E-commerce is doing that well that the post can't keep up with the packages.
Yeah. Similar here, but there's always trucks running. There's USPS, the Postal Service. There's UPS and FedEx. You see them all around the neighborhood. They're running and going and running and going, and yeah. So are you a shopper, Emmy?
No, not really. It's good for one time, but not for every week. No, especially not if there is a lot of people in the shopping streets. No.
Yeah, but even online, do you go through different websites and then go back to the first one, or do you like, nope, I'm just going to this place, I'm going to shop and I'm out?
Yes, I'm one of those. I know what I want, and I go to the website and I get it. My youngest daughter, she goes from website to website, and then she finds it's €1 cheaper on one website. So,
I go mainly if they have free shipping. That's my key, or something like that.
Yeah, free shipping. That always helps.
That's mostly in Belgium. When you shop for over €20, it's always free shipping. You don't pay that.
Oh, awesome! So now let's talk about Amazon. Okay. So when you go online shopping, do you have a specific site?
We have Amazon, but Amazon is not in Belgium for the moment. So you choose Amazon Netherlands or Amazon Germany or Amazon France, and you can buy something there. And they bring it at home in Belgium, so that's not a problem. But we have a Dutch site, bol.com and Coolblue, and they have most of the things Amazon has as well, but the website is in Dutch, so that's much better.
And you were saying that you go to Amazon to the different countries,
yes,
and then they ship to your area.
Yes,
as well.
Only if you take Amazon UK, sometimes they say this is only for UK and not for Europe. So, but if you choose Amazon Netherlands, Amazon Germany, they just ship it to Belgium.
Nice. Yeah, Sandy was explaining a little bit about Sweden last week, and it's a similar experience there. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was saying like, so Amazon in Sweden, we never had Amazon here because in Sweden they believe if Amazon has all the customers and all the other businesses are going to go. So they've started introducing Amazon, but you don't have Prime, and there's nothing really in Amazon Sweden. So we were discussing this today. Maybe we should just do Amazon UK, but they're leaving. So I don't know if that's a good idea. Then we have to pay import charges, or just do Amazon for Germany, because Germany is big.
That's a big one, Germany, and they ship everything.
Yeah.
They
just don't speak English.
But they do have the Amazon Germany. They do have it in English.
Oh, they do?
You can choose your language. You have French or English. They don't have Dutch, but French, English, yes, or German.
No. I have to look into that one. What's the weather like there, ladies?
The weather is fine. We have about 4 degrees, so that's cold, but the sun is out, there is no wind, so it's ideal to go for a walk.
What about you, Karen?
Yes, it is nice, and well, it's cool. And approximately 60 in the 60s here in the U.S. in Fahrenheit. I'd have to look up my converter to tell you what it is in Celsius. But we're still doing the cold water dunking, and the water's fine. The water's about 57 degrees. But now the sun is out. It's just cool and dry, and it's beautiful, beautiful outside.
So, Emmy, she's talking about 15 degrees.
15 degrees. Oh.
I woke up -6.
Oh no.
-6? No. All right.
So -6 will be the other way around. Okay. About for you, about 18 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ooh. Oh. I would have to cover my plants. My plants would be frozen.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
My friend gave me a plant. I hope she's not going to listen to this. She gave me a plant for my birthday. I killed it while it was inside the house, and I thought, oh, I can get outside. It's now frozen and dead.
Frozen. You killed it twice.
Oh, good and proper.
Love it. Love it. That's great.
So very
Oh.
good.
Mm.
So what are your plans, Emmy, for Christmas then?
On Christmas, I'm staying at home, so we're going to celebrate at home. But on Old Year's Eve, I'm going to my mother's because she's alone, and we'll have a We'll have a celebration there.
Oh.
Nice. Now, is she close to you? Does she live close? Do you have to travel far?
About 100 kilometers from here, but she's 8 years old, so she doesn't go. She's not going to use her car to drive that far. And the first week with Christmas Eve, that's less than a week when I finished school. So maybe if I have COVID, I would give it to her. So I'm going to stay at home on Christmas and go at Old Year's Eve.
That's good. That sounds like a plan. That's good.
Yeah.
I bet she's looking forward to seeing you.
And I guess I'm going to buy my Christmas presents online.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I did. It was, and it's so much easier to just put in the destination rather than buying something, having it delivered to your house, and then going to the post and having to mail it, you know?
I hate sitting in front of my computer sometimes, just browsing.
Yeah.
It's easier if you go to the shop and you can see it. Is it that what you want or not? Online, it's always much prettier than when you get it.
And smaller. Well, let's see. So, do we have any predictions on how long this is going to last?
I think up to about Easter, we can start. After Easter, maybe start being more normalish. Maybe summer, when majority of the humans in the world would have got vaccinated.
True. We just need a few of them to start, and then I guess transmissions will cut down, and then maybe we'll start to see the slope down.
In Belgium, they say that UK has already started with the vaccination. And they would like to start vaccinations here in Belgium around March for the doctors and the people working in the hospitals, and for those with critical health problems.
In March?
In March, yes, with that new vaccine from, how do you pronounce it? Pfizer?
Pfizer.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I also heard from another friend today that Italy have started vaccinating. These vaccinations haven't had, even though the companies have said, yes, they are 90% effective, they haven't had approval from the FDA to say, yes, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how these countries are vaccinating people.
Yeah, I don't know how either. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. The stories don't match up.
Yeah.
So, and you know, and ours is mixed with so much politics. It's hard to know what is, you know. My pharmacy emailed me, and they sent out a whole public relations thing that said, when the vaccine comes, if you're in a high risk, contact us and we'll put you on a list. I don't know. At first I thought, yes, I'm going to get vaccinated as soon as I can. And then thought, well, maybe other people will need it more than, you know. What do y'all feel?
Yeah.
Or are you going to run out and get vaccinated as soon as it's available? Emmy, probably yes. Well,
No.
no?
I don't, I'm not a part of the group of people with a high health risk. So other people that go first, which is normal. And I'm not one of those that gets flu very often or very soon, even if there is a cold in school. I don't get it. So I'm not the one who gets sick very, very easily. So if there is a priority, this should go to other people first.
How about you, Sandy?
No, I agree. I think there are other people that need it way before me. And if it means I can't travel, I just won't. But haven't they tested this for over 48,000 people or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somewhere. I don't know.
They've done a lot of trials in a short space of time. That's my understanding. Well, at the Bet Show.
Yeah, on the Bet Show. All those people.
Yeah.
That would be a big trial.
Yeah.
Everybody that comes in, get your vaccination first.
Yeah, that would be a huge pool of international inoculations.
Yeah, I think they finally said they're not doing it this year.
Yes. They kept up going. That bet was going to run in January very, very long. And now finally they decided it's not going to go through. But I think that's normal.
I have an idea for Bet 22. How about the three of us get together and we can talk about our TED Talk?
Yeah. On the Google stand.
Yeah, I mean, they're the ones who pushed it.
Yeah. The TED, the masterclass.
Yeah.
And I know other innovators have done their speeches in other venues. I can think of a couple that have talked about the same topic, but in a different area, not necessarily connected with TED, but they also have a TED.
Yeah, sounds good. I would look into that which means, Karen, you do have to come down for that.
I know. England, right? London?
London.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice. Yes.
That does mean if we get Karen into Europe, we're not going to let her go, right? We're going to Karen that.
That's fine. Okay.
Then she has to visit Brussels.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. And Amsterdam.
Yes. Maybe get a job while I'm there. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'll bring my interview clothes. So then when you come to Texas, you can come visit me. because I have 2 extra bedrooms that are now made up as bedrooms, and there's no extra furniture in there, no boxes on the floor. It's a really nice,
Mommy, we have to do that. It's just there has to
a really
be
nice little,
left out. There has
and
to
it's
be-
warm. No. Everything's good there. But the weather will be, shoot, for you all, it'll feel like spring, but we'll be in the dead of winter. It'll be about the same temperature as it is today.
I think we can live with that as long as it's not -6.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, that we get maybe 1 or 2 days like that a year, and that's not very often. So yeah, but this would be great. I would love to have y'all. We could sit on my back porch and watch the bunny rabbits. Uh,
Oh, that's fantastic. I've got I'm doing a conference. I'm a keynote speaker. So there's an American school in Milan. And I'm doing a keynote. My speech is on about girls can.
Keynote, the big K word. Very cool. I am so impressed.
So I'm doing it on us. Well, not us, as in going to be introducing us. And then I'm also going to be running some Google workshops as well.
And that's online.
It's all online, yeah.
Online. Because of COVID.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't hear the sound when you said. Would you say the name of it again?
It's called Meter. It's a school in Milan. Milan International Teachers Association.
Cool. Got it.
I think I made that up.
And Emmy, we got to get your school up and running again. Get that doors open and the people well, or the well first and then the doors open, I guess.
Get all the people inside again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make it a school again. Make it a place where people talk.
Yes. How many students do you have in your school?
And my whole school, we have about 17,000 students. But in the part where the building where mostly I am, we have about 600 to 700 each evening. So we have about, let's say 6,000 to 7,000 in the building where I am on year basis. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Karen, are you like in a small, is it like a small community? Like
Not really. I wouldn't say small. We have it's the town is on a major highway. So people come in during the day to work, and then they live maybe 30-minute drive away or 15-minute drive away. So the neighboring towns have part of the population, like the suburbs, they live in the other school district. So our school district is what you call landlocked, and it includes the downtown area, the older historic part, and then the smaller houses, not the large suburbs that they're building now. They're like right now they're building whole developments on the outside, so those kids aren't going to our school. So unless they start building high rises or packing some more people in the center of the town, the district itself is not going to grow very much, as much as it can. So we have 1 high school, 3 middle schools, and then 9 elementary schools in the city limits.
So in Belgium, my school was a quite large school, but the government decided that they only want to have very, very, very big schools. So we joined with four other schools, two small schools, two other big schools, one large school. So five schools together in one big school. So now we have about 20,000 students.
But that means you're allowed to stay open.
Yeah, but we're in Kortrijk, where I am, and you have Bruges, you have Ostend, and you have all small cities around it. So we almost have all West Flanders as one big school.
Okay.
Every city you come, it's my school.
But it's quite easy for students to get to your school.
Yeah. So students, they can go to their own village and follow a course there.
Ah.
Yeah. And then in the large cities like Ostend, Bruges, and Kortrijk, you can follow Dutch, you can follow a lot of languages, a lot of ICT courses, and courses to get a job and things like that. And in the small cities, mostly only for elderly people to learn to work with a computer or to learn French or English. Just small courses, not a lot of big courses.
Mm. Wow.
We have students that come to Belgium to learn Dutch and then to start over in university. So they learn Dutch in about 3 months. They do 10 levels of Dutch courses, and then they get their exam. And if they succeed, they can go to university or to a high school or something like that. So.
But university, they have all programs in Dutch.
No, Dutch or English, yes.
Okay. I think that is most with the European countries, it's that country's language or English.
English because of the Erasmus.
Ah, yeah. I've never filled. I was going to fill out an Erasmus form, and I saw the process. I looked at it. I thought, I ain't doing that. Wow. Application.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And after we did one a couple of years ago together with a school in Germany, so and also a school in Italy, and then we went to Germany and they came to us. But afterwards, they check up your accountancy, your forms, everything you've did. So it's quite a procedure, yes. A lot of administration.
All right. So, right, we talked about Christmas, talked about Belgium. Do you believe in Santa Claus, Emmy?
No, we have two Santa Clauses in Belgium. So on December the 6th, we have what we call Sinterklaas, which is translated to Santa Claus. And he only comes to bring presents for the children and chocolate. And then on Christmas Day, we have Santa Claus. But we don't have the whole story around Santa Claus. That's Christmas. So you just put Christmas presents under the Christmas tree and have a family dinner and these things. But we don't have the whole story around Santa Claus coming with his sleigh because he already comes to us December the 6th with his horse from Spain.
Oh. So, no, then when Santa Claus is traveling the world on the 24th, it comes on the 24th in Sweden. That's why you can go to some countries on the 25th. So Austria's done on the 6th of December.
No, he came from Spain.
Yeah. What do you do hot wearing all those clothes?
Yeah.
I mean, hot country rather than the North Pole.
There's a whole story around that, because normally back in the old days, when I was a child, he came from Spain on a white horse, and he had a lot of people helping him, and there were black people, and the people were black because they came through the chimney, and you get dirty when you come through the chimney. So these were black people. But nowadays, with racism and so on, they can't be black anymore. It started out in the Netherlands, where they said no black people helping Santa Claus. You should be equal. So nowadays, there are white people who come through the chimney and which are dirty. And in Belgium as well, no more black people. It's a story. It's a tradition. It has nothing to do with racism.
No. I know some people take it too far. I think the world has taken it too far. But I know it's great. So Karen, while you were making your another cup of tea, we were talking about Santa Claus.
Oh, nice. Santa Claus in America. Well, each part kind of has its own. It basically is the same guy, red suit, big beard, reindeer. He lives at the North Pole. And he goes all around on Christmas Eve world delivering presents to good girls and boys. And you leave a little tray of cookies and milk out for him so that he has something to eat on his journey. And then Christmas Eve, Christmas morning, the 25th of December, we a lot of people open their presents. But now it's kind of everything's all convenience. If someone's out of town, then you wait and have Christmas whenever they arrive. But it depends on what your family does during Christmas. They have a elf on the shelf, which is one tradition that people use. Have you ever heard of the elf on the shelf? Well, the days leading up to Christmas, there's a little elf creature that usually the parents put out in different places, and he does little kinds of mischief. And he'll have in the morning, like he may be sitting on the mantle with a chocolate kiss in his hand or something, or a candy cane hanging on his shoe, and then there might be in the kitchen, he'll be set up on the flour container and have a little mess of flour around because the elf was making cookies or something like that. So they would do, and people get very creative. It's fun to Google that, but and Pinterest has pictures, because you got to take a picture of the elf each year in the different places. This is a way to build up the anticipation for kids to see where the elf is going to be and what kind of mischief he's going to get into. But
then
it's
I
still
have
fun.
to ask, Emmy, do you believe in Santa Claus?
No. No, I don't.
Santa's not coming.
It's going to bring
you don't believe in Santa Claus, you don't get presents. You don't believe in the Easter Bunny, you don't get Easter eggs.
Oh, wow. Tooth Fairy? You have a tooth fairy?
They don't believe in the tooth fairy. They believe in everything.
At my husband's work, when the little children, they get a present from Santa Claus, and they have to come and pick it up and go to Santa Claus, and then they get their present. And there was also a contest, a drawing contest. So just draw something for Santa Claus, and Santa Claus will choose the best one, and you get a little present. I was stood a little present. So my two daughters, they draw. And they gave to Santa Claus the drawing. And my oldest said, mine is much more prettier than that of my little sister, And at the end, the little sister, she won a present, and the present was that big, it became higher than her. And my oldest, she was really angry. She said, why does she get a big present.
Oh, brilliant.
So they introduced competition.
Yeah, they shared it at home. They played it. They played with it together. They were building blocks to make a house, and so it's kind of Lego, but it was another company.
Nice. That's fun.
Okay. So we finish off.
Yes, go for it. Outro,
Okay.
Sandy.
So thank you, Emmy, for joining us today and giving us your wisdom, your thoughts about the pandemic, joining the spirit as well. And thank you to you and all our listeners for another amazing podcast. The same place, same time, and next week. And you can tweet us, follow us on @chatwsk1.